Good morning, children. I welcome you all to digital classes of Lalbagh Girls College. Today's lecture is for the students of class 12, and we are heading towards the end of our short story, An Astrologer's Day. So, we have seen just now, children, up till whatever we have studied up till now, we have seen that the client that has called the astrologer a bluff in the story, the story takes a new dimension as soon as the astrologer begins telling or answering his questions. The astrologer begins by recounting the story of the client's past and describes how a long time ago he had been stabbed and thrown into a well and left for dead. It was the assistance of a passerby that saved him. The client, who is tremendously impressed by this revelation, is stunned when the astrologer addresses him by his name. And further, we will see that he advises him to go back, and he convinces him that the person whom this stranger is looking for has already died some years ago, and he is no more, so his search would be worthless, and that there is again a great danger which he can see on the client. So he convinces him to return back safely. Let us see. Now he calls the stranger, this astrologer calls the stranger by his name and says that, Guru Nayak, I can see that one time there was a time in your life that you were in danger, and now I see that your life is in great danger, more than that had happened in the past. Now your life is in great danger, so you must return back. Then he says, what about the person that I'm looking for? He's saying you can't find him because he is no more and he has died long time back, so your search is not going to be fruitful. And he convinces him. He said, how did he die? He said he was crushed under a lorry. And he's saying, what is the stranger saying? Let's see. I was only going away now and then to look for him and to choke out his life if I met him. He had come to the city with an intention that if he found that person, he would choke him to death so that he could take his revenge. He shook his head regretfully, but then he has the satisfaction. He says, though he has escaped my hands, I hope at least he died as he deserves, because the astrologer has convinced him so tactfully that he is convinced that that person has died, and he's saying, I am, at least I hope, and I am happy. He's not saying that word, but he is actually happy that he died as he deserved. He deserved to have died like this. And yes, said the astrologer, he was crushed under a lorry. This statement satisfied the stranger. The other looked gratified to hear this. The place was deserted, and it was time for the astrologer to pack up his articles and go back home. Now when he comes home, he hands over 12 and a half annas to his wife, and the wife is very happy seeing this much of money. She says that the child has been asking for some sweets, I'll buy some jaggery and coconut and I'll make sweets for her. But the astrologer is a little disturbed, and he's not very much satisfied, because he's saying that he has used the word swine for him, and he's saying that the swine has cheated me. He's abusing him, saying that he promised me a rupee but he gave me only 12 and a half annas. But the wife is already very happy and satisfied with this amount that he has brought and earned today. After having dinner, children, this astrologer, he talks to his wife and he lets her know, and he reveals the fact to her. And he tells her that when he was young, he one day had taken a lot of wine and he was badly drunk, and in that intoxication he had a fight and an argument with his friend, and he in anger and in rage and in not being in his senses, with a knife he stabbed his friend. And then he thought he had died, and thinking that he would be caught as a murderer, he threw him in a well and he left him to die there, because he already was thinking to himself that the friend of his has already died. So he left him there, and he ran from his village without telling others or anybody in his family. He came here, he traveled some 100 miles, and he came here in this city, and he, knowing not what else to do, he became an astrologer and started working like that. So he was actually a farmer, but because he had murdered somebody, at least he thought that he had murdered a friend, and he was afraid he would be caught and put in jail and he would be prisoned. So saving himself from all that, he ran from his village, leaving his ancestral work of toiling hard in the fields, working as a cornfield farmer, and he came here, became an astrologer, and then he started living here with this life. And now when he is very happy and satisfied that at least he convinced him, and he convinced him in a way that he was sure that this person Guru Nayak is not going to come back, because he told him that I can see that your life is in great danger, and if you return back here, I don't think last time you were saved, this time you will not be saved. And now when you are looking for somebody who is already not in this world, there is no use for you to be here, so you go back home so that you can be safe. And that person, thinking that this astrologer was a very knowledgeable guru or something, he was convinced and he returned back. So now he is safe, he is confident, and he is happy that at least the pressure, the burden that he had on his mind and his heart, that he had killed somebody, that was also removed and washed off. And this tension that he will face that person anymore in future was also taken off his head, and he earned the money and he came back safely. So this is the end of the story, where we read how an astrologer befools people, he bluffs them, and he earns his living. Is quite interesting, and we find the real suspense out, that he was actually not a murderer, he was just thinking that he had murdered somebody, and now he would live his life happily and peacefully. So children, you will just do question answers from this lesson. You will do 8 question answers, short question answers in your registers, and you will post your answers to me in the classroom room. We will soon meet with another lesson. Up till then, take care children. Goodbye.